Alright guys, we're going to do some stuff now. Alright, this is the second continuation of like 3 videos. And I've got Mount Mr. Justin. I'd like to punch you. Crack, crack, crack. Alright, one of the things that you run onto is people don't like to be punched. Damn them. So what they do is they grab hold of your waist, bam, they try to face plant you, and then whenever you try to raise up to punch them, they try to face plant you. That can be very irritating. And you don't get anywhere with your punching of person. So he raises up, bam. Now, you have to have a quality of balance whenever you're doing this, okay? This isn't something that you're going to walk up and start doing on day one and be really successful with it. First thing I'm going to do is he has control of my body. And if I'm trying to do this, bam, 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 he can still do that, okay? A lot of times you'll see somebody trying to like push off and all kinds of that. Okay, what I'm going to do is first and foremost, I'm going to try to bring my knee up to the side opposite of his head. See how his head's on one side? Hardly ever is his head going to be here whenever he's doing this. The reason being, whenever he bumps me, he gets his freaking head smashed on my chest and bounced off the mat. People don't like that either. So, his head's going to be to one side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of promote him to keep his head there. Alright? So, I'm going to take my elbow, put it on this side of his body. Okay? Put a little pressure there, kind of make it a little uncomfortable. Make sure I'm standing pretty strong. I'm going to bring my leg up like this, staying super tight. Now, I'm going to incorporate a structure here. This is structure 1. My knee on the outside of my elbow. Okay? So the first thing we're going for. Make sure that we do that. If you haven't watched any of my videos, make sure you go back and watch some of the first beginning videos where I talk about how to create structures. Very important. So, I've created a structure here. Now, if he moves around a whole lot, start moving around a whole lot and stuff, then I'm still okay. Some people will try to, try to mess with your foot on this other side. Let's move over here. See my foot here? What they'll try to do is they're going to try to like hold the foot and try to like either move you over or whatever. Very hard to do. What makes that not work is your head. Whenever you want to weaken somebody, you push their head. You contort the neck. Contorting the neck weakens the body, and has to do with the spinal cord, putting pressure on the spinal cord, I think, where it doesn't like transfer signals well for the brain. That's what somebody told me one time. I don't know, it sounded like bullshit, but it may not be. It sounded like bull, but maybe. So anyway, I'm here and here. So he's trying to mess with my foot or whatever. I'm just like staying low, like trying to shrimp and all kinds of stuff like that. See, pretty good. Now, since I'm feeling strong here, he feels like his arm's trapped. A lot of times people don't try to hug your body as tight. It really doesn't matter if they are or not. I'm going to slide back and I'm going to hook his elbow like this. Okay? So I'm here, I'm going to hook his elbow, and then I'm going to start cross-facing him. Okay? Still keeping this tight. First we're going to try to finish his arm here. Sometimes you can finish this way, sometimes you can't. Second, we're not getting the finish here. He's still like staying super tight, holding my body, keep your hands locked and stuff. Now, I'm going to take my leg, and this can be like you have to have some level of flexibility. We'll throw it over his leg, over his head. This, you either finish it here, sometimes people rolls, but you see the position we're at. We've got tremendous options. You can finish this as a omoplata style lock. A lot of times from here, throw the leg over. I'll go ahead and set back up. Try to finish the lock this way. Or turn it into a straight arm bar. All kinds of cool stuff works off of that. So that's submission 1. Trying to think of some stuff. Let's do the shoulder choke. I love the shoulder choke. Alright. This is one like I almost always do. I just attempt it for reasons because it's very successful, I guess. That would be my main reason. And you can control people very well with this. I want to take my shoulder and I want to try to get, if he's got his hand like this, I'm going to try to get to the other side of it. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for his head to get on one side of my shoulder, okay? So what I'm trying to do, he's moving around stuff, I'm trying to dig my shoulder to the mat, scoop his head, and then push his shoulder over, okay? So as he's moving around and stuff, I'm digging. See how it's like I went all the way to the opposite side of his head? My shoulder's going to the mat. Now I'm going to hook his head and I'm going to roll myself back up. Okay, this, a lot of times you can get the submission here with this choke. I've got it against people that were, you know, pretty advanced. Most of the time you won't hit it against somebody that's advanced in grappling very long. But if you catch their head in the right position, it's one of those things. If you're caught, you're caught. So here, and circle it around and try to catch it like that. Okay? Now from here, little pressure, you got choke. Okay? So, bam, here, he's T-Rexing or whatever. Drop, scoop, choke. It's a very fast choke. Okay? Works very well. I usually most success with it, moving the guy in position, but you can get the choke with this very well. So let's go over like how to use this to set up another choke. This is one of my favorite things to set up as well. So here, bam, I'm moving around, and a lot of times you can use your body, just use your upper body to scrape across their face. And as you scrape across their face, you can feel where their chin is and push their chin over. Once you get like in position here, I use my body, I scrape, 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 scrape. I get to here, I let that pressure off, and it circles his head straight into the choke. Okay? Now, from this position, people, you know, I don't have as good a control over his lower body with my hooks as I would want to. And this, keep in mind, this is different than this. This leaves you open for an upa, okay? Arms trapped, I go that way. This, different, upa. Yeah, total different, okay? So don't think of these as the same thing. So let's go here, scrape, 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 lock. Now, I'm starting to put some pressure on this. He decides, and once you have your shoulder in the right spot, I'm pushing up, turn your head toward me. Yeah, it's stuck. So, check this out. He's going to cross-face, start cross-facing. That don't relieve the pressure of this. He has to turn to relieve it. Now, see where he's getting? That's whenever you can start sliding into whatever else that you're wanting to do. I want you to pay attention to this. This is a huge detail that I find that is missed by a lot of people. As I slide into this, I'm wanting to go to a postage stamp, but it's not so easy. So, he goes to, I'm doing my cross-face thing, he goes to get away from me. All right, now, check this out. He's going to turn. If I just try to do this, if I try to do this, I'm probably going to miss him. The secret is I'm going to reach around and grab my own leg. Okay? That's what holds me tight. And, you know, if there are times that if the position is just right, this is one of those things. Times that if the position's right, you can choke somebody from there. One-handed with your leg on your thigh. I've done it. It's possible. But it's not high percentage stuff. So he goes turn. Okay? Here and here. Notice how I slid this up? Lock this in here. This is still here. Okay? Like I said, there are times that you can finish that. Very quick, very easily. But the position has to be just right. It's one of those techniques you got to be smooth with. Okay? So, I'm here. Now I'm going to reach up, grab. Notice my shoulder comes close to the back of his neck. Everything has to be tight. So bam, bam, here. Now shoulder, back, and neck. I'll start working myself up for my arm bar if I should decide to do my postage stamp arm bar. Hip flares, circle, and bam. Honestly, from that position, going into your back attacks will probably be your best bet. So that gives you an idea of how to force the guy to turn from there. And as the person turns, you know, you can always hit your chokes, your rear naked chokes, and everything else. So, cool. You like that?